Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to MJC Sports YouTube channel.
Oh, I heard it one. I heard the struggle. What the hell, man? What is going on?
Hey, that was pretty smooth for one take. That was one take. That
I
was no
know. Oh
practice.
my speaking, I mean, it's we've had some people on the show who we were like, hey man, you want to practice that intro? Nah, I got it, dude. And remember we were like, yo, show us. It was like, hey man, Joey, MJC
By the way,
Sports.
the audience has no idea what you're talking about right now.
No, I know. I'm just talking about we've had people on here, right? And we were like, "Yo, get ready for the intro," and they were like, "Oh, I got it, bro." Do what'd they say? I don't even need to practice, dude. I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
We're like, "You should okay?" And then Joey just like butchered like 15 takes
Oh yeah.
of like, "Hey man, I'm
Hey,
the
this
glue."
is a lot harder than you guys
And it
will think.
looks.
Me and Max make it look easy. Me and Max have had a lot of
Oh
trial
yeah,
and error with this.
yeah. I make that shit look sexy too, low
I
key.
mean, and we still mess up, but now we don't really care.
What?
We do.
Never.
No, we stumble over
Chuck?
words. We mess up at
Nah.
times.
Juan can't pronounce. Juan can barely read some of
That's
these
because of the
coordinators'
names,
names.
mother effer. All right. I,
Mother
I'm,
trucker that are like a chicken butt on a stick on.
but yeah. Look, I would say in the very beginning, how many times would we mess up, Max?
Oh, let's reenact it. We'd be like, yeah, so we're going to talk about the man. Just can you cut that out, dude? Yeah, just go ahead, restart. Yeah.
Restart,
Like all the time.
restart.
Like, bro, there's not much editing anymore. Like, I don't even know what you do around here anymore because we're just so flawless, you know?
Oh my goodness. But look, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Welcome to MJC Sports. We're back at it again with the NFL previews. Today we are doing the AFC East, and this is probably gonna be our last virtual episode, man. So me and Max are gonna get back in the dungeon, talk about our divisions. All right. So we'll see how that goes. But AFC East, as you guys can tell by the thumbnail, and if you guys are not NFL nerds like us, that is the Bills, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Dolphins, aka the Tuna, big tunas. All right. If you know, you know. All right. That's an old
Oh
school
my
reference right
God.
there. People don't call them the tunas no more, man. Big tuna.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you
Anyway.
were talking about like The Office because that's what he calls Jim, Big Tuna.
No, not the
Oh,
office.
that's what I was like. Oh, okay. See, I think people watch The Office. Well, I don't know what you're talking
Nah,
about.
I'm talking about Bill Parcells and the Miami Dolphins, bro. Big tuna. All right.
I always
Anyway.
like about Tony Sperano, my goat,
Oh
buried to
man.
football.
R.I.P. bro.
Inspired me.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Tony Sperano.
they buried him like he buried that football.
Knew.
Damn shame.
Why did I know you were gonna bring up the stupid Barry football? You think that
It's when your
football's still
season
buried
started.
over there in Napa Valley?
Oh, it's gotta be. It's either I would have dug it up and like put it in my car on the way out. But okay, what team do you want to start with? Juan?
All right, let's do the team on Hard Knocks. All right, you've been watching Hard Knocks. I got to catch up. Let's go with the Buffalo Bills. All right, Buffalo bringing back Sean McDermott, bringing back Joe Brady as offensive coordinator, and DC Bobby.
Babish. Me and
Babish.
Bobby Babish.
Babish. All right, you got to say it like that. You got to say what. I got to show the audience. You got to say it like this with your fingers like that. Babish. All right, that's how you got to say it.
Honestly, I don't even know what like nationality he is. He could be white, he could be black, he could be Italiano, he could be a soprano. Cappuccino. That's what
All
Dak
right.
always plays on his stream. Go ahead.
With the amazing over-under number of 11.5. All right, so big
Scary.
over-under. Cap space, 26 in the NFL. When you're paying Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, all that money, you're going to be in the negative category with negative $2.5 million going into 2026. Let's go into their additions, Max. They get Joey Bosa, the injured-prone Charger. All right. Linebacker Shaq Thompson from Carolina. And they drafted Maxwell Harrison, Mac's favorite from the draft. Cornerback out of Kentucky. Departures, Amari Cooper, who is still a free agent. Von Miller, who moved on to the Washington Commanders. And Matt Collins, wide receiver, who is also gone. And by the way, Max, Amari Cooper is not retired. Just FYI, I just wanted to throw that out there.
I know. We recorded this like 30 minutes ago, so yeah, I remember. Thanks. Dude, their additions like 5 years ago, I'm like hype. I'm like, well, you got Joey Bosa, you got Shaq Thompson. Now I'm like, oh, you're really gonna count on those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joey Bosa's already hurt, by the way.
They're all Maxwell Harrison's hurt too. He's gonna miss like the whole preseason. So that's hot.
So look, obviously, this is a Super Bowl contender, right? They're the Buffalo Bills.
So.
When you have Josh Allen in his prime, in the way that he's playing now, defending MVP, reigning MVP, should I say? I don't know why I said defending. Reigning MVP from last year. James Cook gave him his contract. He's finally paid, so he's going to be fine. He's going to start the season.
And I would say I think it was like a good contract for the Bills. It wasn't like a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
It's like $12 million a year. That's good. It's good 100%.
So look, instead of talking about who they have and why they will be good, because we know where they're going to be good, let's try to find a hole on where you're scared of. Where are you scared of this team when it comes down to playoff time? That scares you. Where is it?
Let me think about this. I don't know. Wide receivers, pass rush, the same old stuff, the same old crap that we complain about every year. Did they address it one? Are you thrilled with the pass rush room? Are you thrilled with the receivers? You tell me. Keon Coleman's cool. I think he could have a good year. Shakur, he's a good slot guy. Who else? KJ Hamler, they're just like boosting him like he's like the missing link on Hard Knocks when he hasn't played in 3 years. Joshua Palmer, he's cool. He's not going to get the job done. He's not a difference maker. And on the pass rush, like what is it? Greg Rousseau? Is it finally time? Is it finally his time?
Okay, I'll give you a guy. I'll give you a guy who you're forgetting about.
Go ahead.
It's your boy. They got Landon Jackson.
I think he's a year away, honestly. Like I like Landon. There's a reason we all talked about him not being in like the top 10. I like him. I like it. The move.
Deion Walker, another guy, Kentucky guy, big old MFer.
Help the run defense. Not really going to help the pass rush.
Yeah, I get you. No. Look, it's the same issues. I would agree. It's the same issues. Gregory Rousseau, is he a fine player?
He's the Kyle Pitts of edge.
I wouldn't say that. I think he's better than Kyle Pitts.
No, he is, but we're always like, when's he gonna be like the best pass rusher in football? Because like that's the talent he has.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen though. I think he's a really good B rusher. Next to an alpha. Yeah. But
Joey Bosa sure as hell ain't the alpha anymore.
No. But you know that their defense is going to be fine with Sean McDermott. He's going to find a way. They're going to have a good record. I'm going over on the Buffalo Bills.
I'm going over too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy. Cut and dry. It's easy. It's the easiest one of the division.
Yeah. And when it comes down to the offense and some of the guys who are leap guys, you know how much I love Keon Coleman. I think Keon Coleman needs to do it. He needs to take the leap this year. I just don't know if he's going to get the opportunity to, because I heard Joshua Palmer's looking good in camp. You know how much they're talking about KJ Hamler and Khalil Shakir, whether people want to admit it or not. He is Josh Allen's go-to receiver when it's all said and done. He's the guy
he's the most dynamic guy they have too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So that scares me with Keon Coleman because I do think he has some superstar potential with him. It's still yet to be seen, but this is a top 10 defense. This is a top 10 offense with Josh Allen at the helm. And I'm predicting at least 13 wins with this Bills team. And
I would agree.
And we go into another year where, we already got done talking about the AFC North. And compared to the Baltimore Ravens roster, it's just not close. The Ravens are stacked to the gills. And this is where me and Max talk about the Buffalo Bills almost every year. Last year, we even made a video on why the Bills kind of fell Josh Allen to a certain point. Didn't get a lot of views as we hoped, but go ahead and check that out if you guys want to. It's kind of like how we're talking about the Bills right now. How it's like, yeah, they got Josh Allen. He's elevating them. But it's like, hey, why can't we get a Kyle Hamilton? Why can't we have a Chris Jones? Why can't we get an Xavier Worthy?
Exactly. And like, even though Xavier Worthy isn't like the biggest guy, like, oh my God, like, but not biggest physically, but like the biggest difference maker yet, right? But at least it's like, yo, we took someone with an elite skill set. We took someone with something elite. What does Buffalo have like that? Like people want to say, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes doesn't have that much greatness on offense." He still has Kelsey, guys. He still had Kelsey the last few years. And okay, cool. He doesn't have that. He's got elite players on defense. He got Trent McDuffie, an All-Pro. Justin Reed, a hell of a player. Buffalo, it's like, hey, we just got a bunch of solid guys, and then we have Teron Johnson, who both of us think is hella overrated. But look, it's still for me one of the easiest team to pick out of this division. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna win
So
the
who would
division. I don't see
so
anyone.
who would be the hardest team then for you to pick the over under? If they're the easiest, who's the next team you'd want to go to? Let's say who they're the hardest team to, if you were going to bet on.
Let's go to the New England Patriots.
I think so.
This is the perfect example of worst to first kind of example. It happens almost every year in the NFL. And this is one of the teams that a lot of people are going to be targeting as far as that team to go worst to first. Mike Vrabel,
Raider
head
fans,
coach.
Hopeful. Be hopeful.
Be hopeful,
Sorry.
Raiders. I know. I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
sorry.
It's not going to happen, but I'm hoping. Mike Vrabel, head coach, coming in. Josh McDaniels is back in the NFL. He is the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots once again. The GOAT. All right, Devontae Adams, GOAT. Defensive coordinator Terrell Williams, excuse me, as the defensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. Last year, 4-13, obviously, fourth in the division, one of the worst teams in football, last and all that. Over under this year, me and Max were talking about it before the pod, looking at the number 8.5 for their over under.
If it was 6.5, I would hammer the over. If it was 7.5, I'd still be like 70% over. 8.5, I'm like, oh, it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
Like 40-60. Go ahead. Well, sorry, go with the additions and then we'll hit it.
So the additions, Stephon Diggs, obviously, Cardi B included.
Yeah, if his nose isn't just wedged in her asshole, he'll be a hell of a sorry. What didn't I say something about her the last show?
Yes, don't repeat it, please. It was vulgar.
No, did you cut it out?
No.
Did you cut it out?
I can't remember if I cut it out or not. But
oh, it's horrible. I hope you just put a bleep because that'd be even funnier.
Okay. Milton Williams, defensive tackle. Will Campbell, the controversial
air quote tackle
out of LSU. Drafted him very high this year in the draft. And talented running back Travion Henderson, who people are
looks good.
Yes,
really good.
Savoring at the mouth for fantasy players. I'll tell you that much. Departures: Jacoby Brissett and Devon Gotcha. There you go. I doubt that's how
not gotcha, but gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. Look, looking at the roster, Max, you can say a lot of stuff.
Look,
you can say a lot of stuff. Do we have to start off with the number one thing? It's Drake May. This is why this team is projected as one of the teams that go worst to first.
I agree. I was going to say, I don't care what you want to talk about with the roster. Like, they got better, right? Obviously, they got more talented guys. They didn't lose anybody. We just have to talk about Mike Vrabel and what he means to this team. I think if you believe in Vrabel, I think you go over. Do you believe in Vrabel? I mean, I still think he's one of the premier coaches in the league. Would you agree?
100%. I wanted
the I don't want to shortchange the players, but to me, like getting Vrabel was the win of the free agency.
The sweepstakes.
This is bigger than one player. Yeah. Like this is, dude. I don't think people remember. Like I know it's been a year, and it was bad in Tennessee when they didn't have like any talent left, and like everyone like they traded AJ Brown. They did all these things that we didn't agree with. Mike Vrabel, dude, is a hell of a coach, hell of a motivator. I mean, I think if you told me he's going to be the head coach over the next 25 years, you'd agree, right? You'd be like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Now,
go ahead.
I agree with you. I love Mike Vrabel. I wanted the Raiders to hire Mike Vrabel. He's a great addition. And if you're picking the over for this team, you're a huge Mike Vrabel guy. And this team it's littered with potential players that people haven't really heard of because they've been bad, but me and Max know of them. Okay, I'm just going to give you a couple. Kyle Duggar.
Please.
I think Kyle Duggar has been one of the best players in the NFL.
Such a Vrabel dude as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And another one, Christian Gonzalez, another
Yeah.
guy that can take a leap, who is very, very
He was
talented.
an all-pro last year. Yeah,
He was an
absolutely.
all-pro last year. So these are names that people don't really know of that can take huge leaps. I'll give you another guy, Keon White, on their defensive line, who really does has some moments with the Patriots. I think he's another guy that can sprout and just be a huge guy. And all of a sudden, you hear what's his name talking about him on Monday Night Football. I'm forgetting.
Oh, Chris Collins was on Sunday night.
Yes,
Like, oh,
yeah,
Keon White, man. Just
yeah,
like guys like Keon White will like, get me out of bed in the morning
right.
type shit.
So
But okay, I think like all those guys you said are like, man, I bet Vrabel loves having those. I mean, didn't even talk about just signed Milton Williams to a huge
yeah,
contract. Who was
Harold Landry.
excellent for the Eagles. They had Harold Landry as well. I didn't even put him on there because he ran out of room. There's so many guys that like Patriot guys. The one thing for me, like the defense doesn't scare me at all. I feel like they have talent at every position, especially if they can get Christian Barmore back and healthy, with all the lung issues he's had. If they get him back, it's like they have a really disruptive front seven. They have good corners. They have good safeties. Like going back to the offense one, can you read off their O-line? Like we know about Will Campbell.
Cole
But is there anyone
Strange.
else you're Cole Strange? Yeah.
I heard he might be a cut candidate, as crazy as that sounds. I don't know where I read that. I don't know how reliable that is, but I did hear that.
I heard
Garrett
that as well.
Bradbury, Mike
Solid.
Owenu,
Yeah.
Morgan Moses,
Yeah,
who's
he's solid.
still a very solid right tackle. I look at the wide receiving room. I think that's what scares me the most. Stephon Diggs is
Those
coming
two
off
things, yeah.
coming off a torn ACL, so we don't know how he's going to bounce back. He looks good in camp, honestly. Some of the clips that I've been seeing, torn ACL is not all that big of a deal like it was 25 years ago. So that's another aspect of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, including Chris Sims, love Kyle Williams, right? Kyle Williams out of
Yeah.
Washington State, one of those gems out of the draft who got a late boost because a lot of people started recognizing him at the tail end of the draft. So they wind up snagging him up. They got Matt Collins, who is going to make some plays on special teams for them.
Mhm.
So they're loaded.
They still have Keyshawn Boutte.
They do, and they still got Kendrick Bourne as well. Javon Baker,
Kendrick Bourne.
DeMar.
What's the fast guy's name there? The Thornton? Is he still there?
No, he's not there.
No, I think he's cut. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. The receiving room is really underwhelming. I'm not underwhelming. It's just unproven. We kind of have to see what it's going to be. And I think the same thing with the O-line. Like, I know Will Campbell's look good in week 1 of preseason and in camp, but I still want to see him do it. Like, I still want to see him do it once we get out into week 1 and, everyone's like all gas, no brakes. I don't know where I'm going to go with this.
The more we're talking about it, Max, I'm going to take the lead here. I'm going to go over. I'm looking at their roster, man. I find it hard to believe that this team won't win at least 9 games, 8 games. Like, they got Robert Spillane too. Like, bro, like, come on. Like, they have a combination of sophomore that can elevate.
Guys.
They got what? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
If you ever didn't know that Juan bleeded the silver and black, this dude just said Robert Spillane like they just got Ray
you gonna
Lewis
act like you
prime.
gonna put disrespect on Robert Spillane like that? Like he hasn't been
balling.
balling.
No, I mean no, but like, come on, dude, come on, like, guys, Robert Spillane, when he's active, is just the greatest linebacker of all time. Apparently,
no, but I say that in this sense, Max. I just say that in a way of like, you need those guys on teams like that to take this lead.
A lot of glaze. There's a lot of glaze.
You need guys like that on teams like this to elevate you, because you can have a bunch of Keon Whites and Kyle Duggars and Christian Gonzalez's. They haven't freaking won though. Like, they were there 1 year with Mac Jones at the very most. That's all they experienced. They got their ass kicked by the Bills. But you need guys like Robert Spillane, those veterans that still have a lot of great ball in them at key positions, like Mike linebacker, where they can lead your guys mentally. And
valid.
Like that's what I see, bro. I just see a lot of a lot of pieces on here and the recipe to do it. Great head coach. You got the second-year quarterback. You got veterans in key spots. You got sophomores ready for that jump. You got all-pro capable guys in Christian Gonzalez. They got it. Now, are you going to go over after you answer that question? I got another question for you after you decide that.
I'm going over.
I convinced you?
No, I knew in my heart before you said all that stuff about Robert Spillane. Go ahead.
My second question is, does this team have a chance to beat the Bills?
No. I mean, for a game, yeah, but not like in the grand scheme of things. I wouldn't think they're going to. No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet. 1 year away.
Yeah, and I would say this. I think to put this team on the map, I would love for them to beat Buffalo in Buffalo. I think that would be a big statement. But I still think they're the little kid on the block, and the Bills are the bully. And you got to punch the bully in the mouth
I agree.
to dethrone them. And as far as I know, they can have the over-under, but as far as the division goes, I don't know. The Bills are on a whole nother level. So we'll see how that happens. Anyone saying that the Pats are going to win that division or they're going to beat the Bills, I find that hard to believe. I would love to hear your argument because I don't see that. That's far-fetched, I would say.
I mean, even if Drake May has like a big leap, I don't think it's a leap to like, oh, is he the best quarterback in the league?
Right.
He's not there yet.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be better than Josh Allen.
I would say this: I have an easy time thinking the Patriots are going to be better than the Jets and the Dolphins. I'm not sold on the Dolphins. I mean, I'd like to go there next if you're cool with that.
You said the Dolphins, right?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, let's go Miami Dolphins. Mike McDaniels, Frank Smith, Anthony Weaver. Thank God for the easy names. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, this division saved your ass.
Last year record 8-9, second in the division, missed the playoffs. Their over/under is 6.5, which I kind of hate. Cap space entering 2026 is negative $12.9 million, 28th in the NFL. Not looking all that good. They got some money to free up though with Tyreek Hill. You would think after next year, make some decisions on him. Additions: QB Zach Wilson, defensive tackle out of Michigan, the big boy in the first round, Kenneth Grant, and offensive guard out of Arizona, who I absolutely love. That can't say his last name, Jonah S. Savania. I don't even know if that's right, honestly.
I think it's closer than you.
Departures, running back Raheem Mostert and DB Javon Holland. Big loss, man. I love myself some Javon Holland. So, looking at the Miami Dolphins, Max, I know you have never been a big fan of the Dolphins. This is your arch nemesis right here. You've never been a fan of them. Their style, the way that they play, the way that they're constructed, their head coach, their quarterback, the players that they have, all the way around.
They're soft. And I mean, I think Kenneth Grant and Jonah Savaiania were a good step in getting like less soft. But I don't really like Mike McDaniels as a head coach. I think he's a great offensive mind. I think he's built a good offense. And I think after he gets fired from this team, because I think that's what's going to happen this year, it's just the writing on the wall. I would say this one thing that, the offense could be good this year. The defense is in shambles, dude. It's in shambles, and it's in a bad way. Chop Robinson got hurt. He's going to be okay, but Bradley Chubb coming off an injury. Jaden Phillips probably won't be himself this year. I mean, what on the defense are you like? Oh, yeah, I feel good about that coming into the year.
I would say the defensive line. I'm a bigger fan of Chop Robinson than you are.
But no, I'm saying he's hurt. I'm saying he's hurt already. Like, how many more edges can they lose?
Yeah. But look,
that's my point. It's not like, I like Jalen Phillips when he's healthy. I like Chop Robinson when he's healthy, but how many more guys can we lose in injury? That's my point.
Yeah.
And then on the offensive line, you're going in with Patrick Paul and Austin Jackson because Teron Armstead retired. That doesn't sound great.
Look, I'm going to say this. I think they got one of the worst secondaries in the league with
Yeah.
minus Fitzpatrick. That's really their best guy. Like, I don't like to take so much into preseason or training camp hype, the clips that people post. I was seeing the scrimmage the other day with the Lions and the Dolphins. They couldn't cover a lick. And I know that's Amon St. Brown and Jamison Williams, and they're a lot. They'll beat a lot of corners in the league, but man, did it look bad. And that's what I'm scared of. I think this team is going to get thrown all over the place. I think they're going to have to do absolute shootouts because their corners are terrible. They're going to they're going to rain the ball all over the damn place on this team.
And one other thing just to add is, like, I've heard some quotes from players, and I'm just like, geez Louise, like, you got the whole Tyreek Hill drama going on still because, he demanded a trade after the season, right? Like, he said some weird things, man. Jalen Waddle's banged up. Tyreek Hill, he's not. They make this trade for Darren Waller, like he's going to solve their problems. I mean, this is as easy as it gets to me. This is under, dude. I think this is going to be one of the worst teams in football, and I could totally be wrong. And I don't think they'll be the worst team because they do have a lot of talent. I just think they don't really have the guy to lead them, and I don't think that's Tua. I mean, they're one Tua injury away from being horrible.
I'm glad you said that because that was going to be my next point.
You can't count on, like, you're going to count on him. That's my point. Like, you're going to count on Tua. You're going to hang your hat on Tua after the years he's had. And I know like 1 year he was healthy, and every other year he's been hurt. So let's go with it, right? I have nothing more to say. I'm going under.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna go under too. As much as I want to go over,
finally,
as much as I want to go over, you say some valid points, man. Like, Tua's an injury away. Their defense just scares the living crap out of me, bro. Especially their
that's
secondary.
What I'm saying. Like, if you want to like their edges, cool, but they're already hurt. And you think having hurt edges is going to make the secondary even better?
Right.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And I really do. Like, I like their defensive line room. Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Mohamed Kamara, Chop Robinson, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Quentin Bell is a pretty decent player. I like it a lot, but their secondary is what scares me. And I kind of feel like they're in this, at the very best, what they're at, which you don't want to be here as an NFL team, is middling ground, where you got enough talent to win 8 games, but you're not bad enough to get a good draft pick. That's the worst.
And let's be real. Tyreek Hill could just like be cut halfway through the season with like some of the stuff he's probably going to, like, if they come out struggling and Tua's missing him and he's not having good weeks, like, you just got to think he's going to just start being an a-hole.
I would say this too. He said some like stupid stuff, man. Like you said, one of the quotes that I heard from training camp about Devon Achane, he was like, "Oh, we shouldn't run him at the 1 yard line. He's not a goal line back. We shouldn't give him carries like that." I know it's not stupid to say, right? Like, it's not a dumb opinion.
It's dumb to say out loud.
Exactly.
And I mean, I didn't hear the whole thing, so I don't really want to be like, oh yeah, that's really dumb. Like, maybe he was joking and being sarcastic. But Tyreek Hill's kind of got a reputation, and like, he's done questionable things and said questionable things. So
is he going on the pad? Like, he's kind of looking like Antonio Brown, low key.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, the off the field stuff's there for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Kind of weird, bro. So me and Max both going under for the Miami Dolphins. I think if everything goes to plan, like we're thinking,
9 games,
top 5 pick.
No, man. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a new regime too. Because like, if they fired Mike McDaniels last year, I wouldn't have been shocked.
Yeah,
but
and
like,
I see
they'd be my pick to finish last. I think the Jets have more. I have more faith in the Jets. Yeah, to be honest.
And this is where like we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons. Like, these are the teams where you need to target, like Tyreek Hill, trade deadline.
How about Waddle? Let's go Waddle. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah. Another one is like, hey, like, let's go out and get Bradley Chubb. Let's go get a 3rd round pick. Go get Bradley Chubb out there. So this team is very much a trade candidate team at the trade deadline, depending on how south it goes early. So There you go on the Dolphins, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dolphin fans. I'm just not feeling it this year. Let's go to the New York Jets, last team that we're going to talk about in the division. Aaron Glenn, new head coach coming over as he was the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Tanner
Eggstrand,
Eggstrand.
the new OC coming over to be a new OC.
And
It's a whole new coaching staff.
And the defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes, welcome back as defensive coordinator. Last year, 5-12, third in the division, missed the playoffs. They're over under 5.5.
That 5-12 don't say it right. That was a miserable effing year for the Jets. It was miserable.
Yeah. Additions, of course, their starting quarterback now is Justin Fields. They added him. They added Andre Sisco from Jacksonville, and their number 1 draft pick this year, Armand Membou from Mizzou, the offensive tackle. Departures, of course, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, DJ Reed. Look, the Aaron Rodgers experiment went south. It did not work. Okay, so this is a new era. You got to get that stink off. You get a new head coach. You get a new quarterback. You get Devontae Adams out of there. Anything Aaron Rodgers related, we got to go. All right. And I feel like they're trying to go on the fly because this team is still very talented. They have a lot of young players. They have a really good young core. So it's hard just to go full rebuild. So I feel like they're trying their best to pivot and be decent this year as best as they can. And to somewhat, I can see it. I can. You know how I feel about Justin Fields. It's hard to defend him at times, but I do think he has the talent. And it interests me this year as far as having Garrett Wilson, his old college buddy, who he has shown to have rapport with in college and do some great things at Ohio State back in the day. Breece Hall, he has that hunger in him. If he can just stay healthy.
Braylon Allen's still there.
Braylon Allen. Isaiah Davis, who's not no slouch either. They have 3 great running backs. They have one of the best running back rooms in the league. Offensive line, I like it. It's just a lot of unproven. It's just guys that we need to take that lead.
It's the tackles.
Yes.
It's that tackles
Fashanu.
that scare you. It's Fashanu. Yeah.
Fashanu and Membou. Fashanu didn't play all that much last year. Part of it was because of Aaron Rodgers, probably. But part of it was because of injuries too. But Fashanu and Membou are going in as very young tackles. And we'll see how that goes. But the inside is solid. Tucker, Tippmann. I like John Simpson, former Raider. So what's your expectation for this offense? Like, everyone's been clowning Fields, right? You've seen the clips recently.
I know. I mean, I don't even take that stuff like to heart. I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, I've seen Justin Fields be good in the NFL. So let's not act like it's Trey Lance, who's never thrown a ball like in the NFL, like in a meaningful game. I think the offense can be good. I don't think it can be great. I don't think Justin Fields, like if Justin Fields is, I think it's going to take a leap, and I don't know if he's capable. I think it can be good. I think the O-line, the one thing that scares me is the tackles, but Justin Fields, like you know, is one of the most athletic quarterbacks to ever play the game, so he's going to make some escapes. It's going to be interesting because as excited as I am, like the offense to me is like middle of the ground, like somewhere between 17 to maybe like 12. That's where I could see them, like in best case scenario. You don't see a scenario where they're really bad, where like they're bottom 10 of the league. I think this defense is going to bounce back, though, just to pivot to the defense in a big way. I think you have the new energy because like Salah was getting stale. Like even before last year, it was a little stale with Salah. Like people were like, should we just get rid of him? I think Aaron Glenn's going to bring a lot of energy, a lot of respect. I mean, they have Will McDonald, Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, who's coming back, Michael Clemens, Fedarian Mathis, they got picked up in free agency, Derek Noddy from Kansas City. They got a lot of good players. They still have Quincy Williams. They have Sauce Gardner, Andre Sisco, you said, Michael Carter. They could bounce back in a big way, dude. Yeah. And if they can bounce back, they can easily win more than 5.5 games. Honestly, this is what I'm feeling comfortable with. I'm going over right off the bat. I'm just going to say it, and we can keep talking.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I was leaning towards the over as well. You know, I'm the over man. You know, I love
Mr.
the over. Mr. Over. I love that you brought up the defense. I think they got one of the most underrated defenses. All of a sudden, like, people are forgetting that the Jets still have great defensive pieces. Like, you named off all those names. they're still young. Like Will McDonald still has room to get better. Jermaine Johnson still has room to get better. And I
Yeah.
feel like last year, I think it was a Buddy Ryans and Mike Ditka situation. And I say that like this for the old school fans out there of the NFL. The team was separated. You had the Rodgers and you had the defense. And I feel like there were two separate teams because the defense was doing so much week after week to a certain point when they're like, man, F the offense,
that
bro.
dam just broke. Yeah, that dam just broke.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them quit on the New York Jets. Let's just be honest.
I'd agree.
I think a lot of players quit on that team, and rightfully so. They put all their eggs in one basket, which was Aaron Rodgers, and they were glazing him up in training camp. We seen the Hard Knocks, all the players respected him. I felt like the coaches treating him so much different than any other player on that roster looking back at it. And I feel like Aaron Glenn is going to bring
a lot of energy. No, I was just saying a lot of energy. I don't like the way you besmirching Aaron Rodgers. That's all I'm saying. Like,
but is it true though?
No, man. I think there was a lot of writing on the wall, man. I think there was a lot of problems with the team. Like the O-line couldn't protect. They couldn't run the ball. And then Rodgers just makes everything worse. But I mean, I agree with what you said. A lot of players quit. I think on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Like towards week 17, I bet they couldn't wait to leave. They're like, we're so over this crap.
Yeah, because part of it was the coaching staff enabling that. And the fact that they got a whole new group in there, a whole new coaching staff. Like
new energy.
New energy, like you said, man. Aaron Glenn, he's going to want some scrappy guys for defense. And I think it's going to be reminiscing on how Robert Saleh had him playing that first year. You remember how great the Jets defense was that first year with Saleh?
That first and second year, they were a problem.
Yeah, they're a top 3 defense in the league. So let's see what happens on the offensive end. That's what scares me. If I'm scared about anything, it's the Justin Fields just mental and just talent breakdown, man. Like it's just bad. He can't throw the ball for a lick. And Tyrod Taylor's out, so they got Adrian Martinez and Brady Cook as their 3rd and 4th string receivers. So this Justin Fields thing needs to work. They don't have another option. He needs to work out. So my advice, throw the ball damn deep to Garrett Wilson and give those freaking running backs all the touches you fucking want, man. Plus, they got your boy Mason Taylor you really like from LSU, rookie tight end.
Yeah, we like him. It's a good tight end.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So we'll see how he grows. So me and Max.
Bro, 6 games isn't too much for the Jets. It's 6 games. Come on.
Yeah. So 6.5, right?
5.5. So there's over under.
Okay. So 5.5. Yeah, I'm comfortable with over because they can win 6 games. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. You can beat the Dolphins twice. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I think that's going to do it.
That's it.
Anything else on the New York Jets, Max?
No. Jets.
Jets, Jets. Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A little recap for the division, guys. Just if you guys are joining in late, whatever the case is. Jets, we are both going over. For the Bills, we are both going over. And that's our division winner, by the way.
Yep.
Miami Dolphins, we are both going under. We're predicting the Dolphins to be one of the worst teams in the league. And the New England Patriots, we are also on the same page, and we are going over for the New England Patriots.
I almost went under, but you sold me. So
yeah. So a lot of agreeing this podcast. All right, a lot of agreeing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see how it turns out.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Anything else on this
nothing
division?
More to say. Nothing more to say.
All right. Well, look, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, man, because we appreciate you guys subscribing. Hit the like button. It helps us out a bunch. You guys have been killing it lately on the views, the subscriptions, all that good stuff, man. We appreciate all the love and support that we get. Drop a comment down below, man. Tell us what you guys think. All right. Say your order. Say who your division winner is. And say if you want to go over or under. Whatever you want, man. We're open to it. And we will be coming out with these more in August. So stay tuned for the NFL previews. We shall see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace. Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold, both clean. Not on my team.
it's organic. We don't